So let us, without any delay, start understanding what is data analytics. And there is a big, what you say, aura and talk about data analytics whenever I go to directors or of the company, or I walk in a vice president's chamber. When they spoke about data analytics, AI, ML, and all, they are thrilled about it. But let me simplify for you, because I don't want to talk a jargon which you might not understand. Just for my knowledge, I was told that this is third year and fourth year group of pharmacists who are sitting here, BPharm students. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So I will limit my discussions to that area. And I hope my language is quite simple for you. If you have any issues or in understanding, I would request you to just unmute yourself and talk to me. And otherwise, if there is any sound, I would request some person who is hosting this show to mute that gentleman or lady whosoever is talking in between. Otherwise, for the questions, you can stop me and ask me the questions. Because once I start a presentation, possibly I might not be able to see you. And that's the reason I was thinking. I have a lot of slides. I will not be going through all the slides. And I will focus on what I should discuss with you so that you all can select a career. The first and foremost thing is that you have spent 4 years, okay, in learning the domain, that is pharmacy. And most of the pharma companies in India, they need data analytics people. And unfortunately, they don't get any pharmacist who has done data analytics today, as of today. People like me, the faculties who are teaching you from pharma companies and others who come for my close, they have learned data analytics over the period by self. There was no structured learning to which they have done. It has come just 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago into the field of data analytics training. Most of the courses which I saw that time were training engineers. Okay, they never related with pharmacy. So pharmacists, if they go and join that course, which are costing almost on 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, when even there are courses, diploma courses, which are 9 months, which are costing 6 lakh, 6.5 lakh, they don't focus on pharmacy. They don't teach you. They teach you technicalities like engineer, IT person, or they teach you more on statistics. Okay. So then I thought, why don't we teach our pharmacists? Because I remember when my old days, 89, when I passed out my MPharm, 90, I passed out my MPharm. Our principal from KMK, Dr. Lala, I was in BCP, Dr. Tipnis was the principal there, but Dr. Lala was also close to me. He called me and told me, Ashish, you should take management. That time, nobody used to go to management. No pharma person used to go for a management course. Okay, let me be very honest with you, because nobody knew also pharmacy, forget about it. I mean, you are lucky that today pharmacy is a very respected field. When we did pharmacy, when I had to explain what is BPharm, I had to tell them it is not farming, it is pharmacy, which is related to medicine. Itna tak humko sikhana pada logon ko. So that was the old time. And because I went to management, I could grow very fast. And similarly, today I feel if somebody wants to go and fast track in the career, immediately they want a job, then it is always better, along with the BPharm degree, you should take a degree which is data analytics. There are multiple degrees. I'll be sharing with you. Multiple degrees you can take. I'm not forcing. But today, the biggest catch will be data analytics. That is what I would share with you. Okay. So let me start my presentation to you with this background which I'm sharing. Correct? I believe all of you can see the slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sania. So these are the regular rut of the mill jobs. Okay, when you are passing out, you might get into any of these jobs. I will not get into details of this, but these are like hospital pharmacy, pharmaceutical packaging, drug regulatory affair, QC, QA, production, research, teacher, marketing, government jobs. Okay, FDAs and other drug inspectors and drug controllers like that. Entrepreneurship, you can start your own company. You can start in a chemist shop. Okay, you can go abroad for learning. And there are various other pharmacovigilance, pharmacotherapy. There are various other alternatives which you can take. But this is run of the mill. If you want to be special, if you want to be really growing in life, okay, not just do job somewhere, then there are niche. Niche means what? Areas where hardly anybody will be there who are good in that. So you should become good in either of these, and you can get jobs much faster and growth much faster, because there are very less people generally opt for this. The earlier slide I showed you, many of them, means I'll tell you 4,000 pharmacists pass out every year, okay, from all over India. So almost 3,800 will be going to that area, and therefore that is very crowded market. If you want to grow, you can go into IPR, patents. Okay, there are courses in patents which you can take up, 1 year course and all. You can learn about it, and today they are in high demand. They are getting high salary also. Now, better than that demand is public health. Today, nobody goes to public health, but government has lot of pharmacists who cater in the rural markets. Okay, if you are ready to go into rural markets, not metro, then this is a good offer for you, that you go for a public health and you get a good job and you get to do something good for the society also. Then there is a medical coding. Today, the biggest market, let me tell you, is healthcare analytics. Okay, there are analytics is everywhere. It is in pharma companies, in HR department, in research department, in clinical trial department, in sales department, in marketing department. Everywhere analytics is there. Okay, it's not that not anywhere. But USA, the biggest market is today healthcare analytics. That means analytics in hospitals, which is going to come here in 1 year's time. I'm telling you. And most of the PharmD students who are more into clinical pharmacy, okay, if they do this data analytics course, they'll be easily absorbed in that area. So then they need medical coders. Now, medical coding means converting. There is a ICD-10, if you must have heard of. So you need to classify, because if you want to analyze, you need to classify also. So India, nobody classifies. So we have to read and then classify. So you should know about medical coding. Okay. So that is what is a good job. Then medical underwriting, all these insurance companies. Okay. Today, any therapy is there, whether the therapy is right, whether the doctor has done rightly, whether these medicines could have been avoided and all. So that is before you pass you the claim, somebody is studying that. So there are medical doctors or pharmacists who are hired for this job. Okay, that is also one area where you can pick up. Then there is also forensic pharmacy, which is coming in. After Sushant Singh Rajput's death, it is much more advertised. But otherwise, just next to my college in Kalina, we had a forensic lab. And today also is the biggest lab in India for that. And you can learn forensic pharmacy and you can make your career there. So these are again good niche job. Now, if you want to be still ahead of people, okay, then you can definitely go for pharmacometrics. Now, it is a special branch in pharmacokinetic pharmacodynamics. That is, you can learn there the data analysis and prediction, what will happen. And then you will see that you can grow much faster. And most of the companies will be eager. If you know pharmacometrics, okay, then they will be more eager. There is a pharmacovigilance. Okay, pharmacovigilance is just going to come. And last 2 years, it has been taught very heavily. And there are so many posts which are today demanding. If you go to LinkedIn, you will find that they want pharmacovigilance officer and all. So there are multiple posts which are there, but generally they ask for 1 or 2 years experience, which you can definitely do with through internship or something. But then you will have to do, of course, some pharmacovigilance. All these courses which I'm talking about is after your BPharm course, okay, or during your BPharm course, final year you can do that. The biggest job which is going to attract, okay, is pharmacoeconomics. Not yet come in India, okay. USA it just started 2 years ago. Pharmacoeconomics is basically dealing with a patient. So what a patient gets against what he pays, okay, is from the hospital. Now it is not only the therapy, whether he gets the most economical therapy. Means somebody can be cured by some medicine, but he is asked for a bypass. Sorry, he is asked for some what you say is putting a stent or something like that. Or if somebody's stent can be working, but somebody says, no, you have to do a bypass. Or somebody will say, no, you have to do an open heart surgery. So what is right? Because every doctor will feel. So what is the most economical and most efficient process which will help the patient for a long term? So that is pharmacoeconomics again, that is going to grow ahead. Today, we don't have any courses in pharmacoeconomics in India, okay? But internationally, there are. So if you go for MS, you should target for pharmacoeconomics. And you will see the biggest star in the whole thing is data analyst or data scientist. Demand in India today is huge for data analysts or data scientists, and nobody can engage that demand also. Itna course. And I will be sharing at the end of the session, okay, how many jobs and which type of jobs are available. Okay, that also I'll share with you. So these are the various jobs. So if you want, you can just take a photograph. So after BPharm, if you want to do something based on your intelligence, based on your love for the subject, based on your financial abilities, okay, you can select one of these careers. If you ask me, will recommend data analyst and data scientist. Okay, this is what. So today we are going to discuss about data analysis. Now, data analysis is basically result-oriented decision with speed. So it is data-based decision making. I take decision not on my gut feel. Okay. So I will have a data with me. There is a backup. So anybody analyzes, it will be the same answer. So that is what is data analytics. Now, in banking, in financial sector, in insurance sectors, data analysis is used in India last 10 years. Okay. But there you don't need any knowledge of the domain because it is only play with figures, numbers. So if you're an engineer and you know machine learning, you know AI, you can well make a career there. But if somebody wants to do a career in pharma, that is not sufficient. You need to have a domain knowledge of pharma. I will tell you why. Okay. Because in pharma, there are a lot of permutation combinations which happen. Okay. You cannot give just a dose or just a tablet, which is fixed for diabetes, you take this tablet. No, which is the type of diabetes you have to understand? What is the age group you have to understand? What are the allergies you have to understand? Then which is the type of class of medicine of diabetes I should do? In that class, which brand I should give? Which is having a side effect, which is not having a side effect. So many things are to be taken into consideration, which a general data analyst will not be able to take. Only a decision will be taken by a pharmacist who knows the pharma domain, who understands. And that's why we are the right people. Now, I'll be discussing more on this at a later stage. Okay. So all these businesses, banking, insurance, healthcare, retail, manufacturing, telecom, if you see what is common in all this is data. Now, when I say data, remember, is a part of our life. All of you will be surprised, but yes, every day in and day out we discuss data, but we don't know we are discussing data. Anything which you give permission, use an app in the mobile, okay, you will notice it, that your data is captured. A simple thing. You browse for if you want to buy a mobile, you browse for a mobile, and next 5 days you will see you will be hitting on, whether through your Facebook, whether through your email, whether through your Google, you will be hitted on with the advertisements or products which are showing mobiles, because they already know that you're searching for a mobile. So they will push you to do that. So your every data, every action, okay, is getting captured. I mean, today if I want to study anybody, I just open their social accounts and I can get a lot of information. In fact, Google also captures everything, where you have traveled, where, because the day you use Google Maps, your all locations and everything is stored. So everything is available. And we in our courses also teach. I today nowadays teach because we are into digital age today, and all of you kids are digital. So you might be better in digital than me also. Now, people don't go through your biodata. They don't go through, read it through so much in biodata. They just see your footprints in various social media. So how to handle social media, and which social media, whether I should go to Insta, Snapchat, whether I should go to LinkedIn, Facebook, whether I should go to some Reddit or something. So all this you should know, what, depending on what you want to make a career, you should create your footprint so that when you go for the interview, people know already that he's the best person. Today, anybody you brief about Ashish and they'll say, no, yeah, he's good in data analytics. He's one person who should follow data analytics with. Because I have created my footprints in last 3 years in that fashion. Okay. So even if you go to my LinkedIn account, and I'll tell you, open your LinkedIn account today if you have not opened today. If you want to have a career, if you want to have a professional goal, LinkedIn is one of the best platform today to be on. People can see you there if they want to search, and you also can search people who you want to search also professionally, okay, for a jobs, for a career, okay, for your growth, for your knowledge. That is the best platform today. If you have not opened your LinkedIn account, kindly open your link, open. And if you have opened a linked account, just try to follow me, Ashish Bhattu, you type and you will get it. And then you will know how the footprints are created. What are the details in data analytics? There are various things which I write on data analytics. Okay. So these are all there. So data is a part of our life. We all respect data, revere, respect. We are afraid of data. Okay. Because if somebody talks in data, when you were in school also, when the progress card you take it to your parents, the data is there. Kitna marks kaun se exam mein mila. And we were afraid to, before we approach our parents for signature. We are afraid of data because somebody can show the data to us and say, you were there yesterday at this movie. See, this is a ticket. This is your booking. And many criminals are really captured because of the data. We remember data only when we are in problem or when we seek solution. Whenever we are in a problem, till that time, we don't look at data. All the company people also, if there is a profit, they don't much worry about it. But the day the brand is not selling or something goes in loss, everybody starts pouring on the data. And the data is like somebody, okay, like our God. Data is God. We all respect God. We are all afraid of God. When we are in problem, exam ke pehle, we go to God. Okay, whether it's church, mandir, masjid, we go to Him. We pray for that. Or whenever we want some solutions, मेरे को जल्दी से जल्दी इसमें से बाहर निकालो. Okay, so we go there. So data and God is similar. And when I go to the consultancy, I tell people that I want data. And if there is no data, then only believe in God. Then only God can help you. Either data can help you or God can help you. It is better you collect data and give me so that I can assist you. So that is what I tell them. And data is generated everywhere, personal, professional, healthcare, industry also. In personal life, whenever marriage is to be conducted, there are all the data you collect. How tall is the person? How fair is the person? Okay, handsome hai, nahi hai? Which family he comes from? What is his income? Car hai ki nahi hai? Motorcycle hai ki nahi hai? Brothers kitne hai? Sisters kitne hai? All data we try to collect the data. Without data, we don't take a decision of getting married, no? Simple things we do in life. Viva. आप एग्जाम में वाइवा देने को जाते हो, थर्ड ईयर फोर्थ ईयर स्टूडेंट्स, एंड अभी तो अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट दैट वी आर इनटू कोविड सिचुएशन ऑनलाइन चलता रहेगा, बट व्हेन इट इज अ प्रैक्टिकल क्लास, एक्सटर्नल पीपल कम फॉर द वाइवा. जैसे ही पहले स्टूडेंट का खत्म होता है, द फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट्स वाइवा इज ओवर, ऑल ऑफ अस गो टू दैट स्टूडेंट. अरे क्या पूछा, कैसे पूछा, स्ट्रिक्ट है क्या, विच पार्ट में ज्यादा पूछते हैं क्वेश्चंस. ओ तो ऐसे सब ऑल द क्वेश्चंस वी वांट. व्हाई वी आर सीकिंग फॉर अ डेटा? All of us, why? Because we want to be successful. Our Viva, we want to be successful. So to become successful, we collect data and use that data intelligently. So unknowingly, you are doing data analytics. Unknowingly. Okay. In professions also, there are key performance indicators. तुम क्या क्या करना चाहिए, कितना परसेंटेज किया, वो सब कैलकुलेट होता है. In academics, all your teachers are there, your scientists are there. They all go through one thing. How many publications I am having and all. So it is again data. Similarly, in the industry, whether it's doctors, whether patients, whether various HR, IR departments, any departments, okay, they all depend on data. Even the patent data, how much is the data which is there? Even if you want to give a approval, new molecule for approval to DCGI, FDA, you have to give them a whole set of data. Otherwise, they don't approve it. So you need to know what is that medicine vis-a-vis somebody. So uska data, iska data, all these things has to be compared. And data just for information, it can be quantitative and qualitative. Data means ऐसा नहीं कि खाली नंबर है, नंबर्स हो सकता है. ओके, आप अपने लैब में यूज करते हो, सिलेंडर से, बीकर से, थर्मामीटर से, रूलर से, बैलेंस से, ये सबको आप नंबर मिलता है. एंड दोस नंबर्स आर डिस्क्रीट. ओके, इट मींस they can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are called discrete. And they can be continuous also. Continuous means whatever you weigh, okay, or whatever you measure, ml of water. ml can be 1 ml, 1.1 ml, 1.11 ml, anything. Milligrams can be 1.1 gram, 1.11 gram, all those things can be there. Okay, rulers, thermometers, everything will tell you that. But if I say how many now students are there in the class, it cannot be 1.1, no? So that is discrete, meaning there is a separation, discrete. While continuous means there is a, between the two numbers also there will be one number. Okay, that is continuous. So these are the difference between discrete and continuous numbers. But remember one thing, apart from quantitative data, there is a qualitative data also. And you are using that. You are using that in your chemistry labs. Okay, all the senses which are there. Okay, there are 5 senses in our body. All the 5 senses, whether it's a tongue, whether it's a nose, whether it's an ear, whether it's the eyes, or whether it's the skin. These are the 5 organs. You remember first thing you write, no, in the chemical, colorless, tasteless, odorless. Color is through your eyes, taste is through your tongue, and odor is through your nose. So you first decide what is the synthesized molecule as in the chemistry lab also. You also touch and see whether it's a rough or not, whether it's a plain powder or not. It's a touch. So all those are data again. They can be nominal, they can be ordinal. Nominal meaning there is no relation between that two. Well, when you say ordinal means there is an order. First rank, second rank, third rank. So there's an order like that. So good, better, best is an ordinal. Okay. Slightly color, dark color, or recently colored. So there is an order in that. So then it becomes ordinal, order, ordinal. So this is the data. Forget about it. I just wanted to tell you. Why I am telling you this? Because if you want to get into data analytics, remember one thing. Analytics, which is simply a noun. Okay. Sir, Firoz sir rightly shared with you what is data analytics. Okay. Interpretation, communication of meaningful patterns in data. Okay. He talked to you. But if you want to get into analytics, this is just a definition. You should have a data. Without data, you will not get analytics. So if there is no data, there is no analytics. So first thing you need data. And that's why I was telling you about data for some time. Futile, you cannot do anything. Not only that, you should have a data, but you should also know the behavior of that data. So you should have a trend of the data to find out a pattern. So you should know how the data behaves. That also you should know. That if the temperature is increased, the melting of the solid to liquid happens. Okay. So there is a behavior pattern. Somewhere, if you increase the temperature, the hardness increases. So then you should know what data you're talking about. Okay. Some cases the side effects are more, some cases the effects are more. So you should know that data, what is happening. This drug is doing what to the body. Okay. That is, you should know the pharmacokinetics. You should know the pharmacodynamics. Okay. And again, if there is no problem, then what are you going to do for analysis? Analysis is done to solve a problem. Okay, you go to God when there's a problem. So if there's a problem, then you look into the data. And you need to then use all your knowledge, processes, and then give a solution. Today, the biggest analytics in every company in India, every small or big, every department in the India use one analytical tool, that is MS Excel. Excel is used day in and day out. If you know Excel, at least you know slightly analytics and you are respected, okay, in the company. Let me tell you that. I don't know how many of you really know Excel. I have talked to your sir that you should take a class for your students so they know Excel, so that when they go for the interview and if they tell I know Excel, selection process, you will be selected over the person who is not knowing Excel, because that is what is needed every now and then, whichever department you are. But you have to record the data, you have to see the data, you have to see the trend of that data. All those things has to be there. And that talks about intelligence, and therefore it will be selected. Now, I'm just sharing with you. People talk a lot. What is data? What is artificial AI? What is machine learning? So what are the religions? So there are basically only three circles. If you see, there's one circle called data, which is huge. Another data called artificial intelligence, or it is called as IT, I call as, and the statistics. Okay. Now, others are only overlapping between them. And you can do analysis of a data through Excel, no doubt about it. Okay. But when it comes to big data, when millions and millions of lines are there, Excel is not sufficient. Excel can handle 10 lakh lines today. Earlier, 1 year back, it was not even 5 lakh. But today they have improved. So they can do. But what is beyond 10 lakhs line? And the data is not like, it is in terabytes. Forget about lines. You know your hard drive, 2 GB, 3 TB hard drive you use nowadays, terabytes. Yeah, 3 TB hard drives you use to store your data. Okay, external drives. So ऐसे 15 drive एक साथ करेंगे तो terabyte होता है. And that much of a data and इतना easily generate होता है. Okay. A Tesla car, which is launched now, works on a computer, 5G लगता है उसको, and it generates 1 terabyte of data every day. तो कितनी गाड़ियां है, कितने दिन चलेगी, तो कितना डेटा आएगा समझो. So that is a data, big data. And उसमें से ही then you answer everything. I'll just share with you how that is there, and then I'll tell you pharma applications. But let me tell you, as I showed with you, mathematics and statistics is one area, business domain, that is a pharmacy, that is one area, and computer science. These are the 3 things you should know. So maths and stats fellow learns about our pharmacy in that company and then starts earning better salary than us. An IT graduate who goes to that, who knows machine learning, okay, he learns about our B pharmacy in 6 months and then starts getting more salary than us. Why then we should not learn maths and stats? I know we came to pharmacy because we don't like maths. So PCM नहीं चाहिए, PCB किया करके इधर आया. But maths is there in our life. Take it or leave it. सब्जी वाले के पास जाते तो भी हम पैसा से ही चालू करते हैं. ओके, मेरा महीने का खर्चा कितना होता है, पैसे से, सैलरी पैसे में ही आते, तो मैथमेटिक्स स्टैटिस्टिक्स आता ही है अपने, लाइफ से कभी छुटकारा नहीं उसको. एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस, अभी what I'm talking is you don't have to learn coding and all those things. You should, nowadays there are tools which are there. Okay, there are tools. Earlier, if you, in our times, when you want a data, ये chemical के लिए, we had to go to UDCT or some college, go through various libraries, take out the data, take out the journal, search there, and एक एक डेटा मेरा मॉलिक्यूल में स्टडी करता था इन्फॉर्म में, हमको कम से कम कुछ नहीं तो महीना खाली उसमें ही जाता है. एंड देयर वर वेरी फ्यू, ब्रिटिश काउंसिल लाइब्रेरी था, यूनिवर्सिटी का लाइब्रेरी था, दिल्ली का लाइब्रेरी था, तो जाके हम लोग देते थे. टुडे यू कैन जस्ट गूगल एंड यू गेट अ डेटा. एंड उससे भी अगर आलसी है तो एलेक्सा है, एलेक्सा गिव मी सम इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट फिनाइल प्रोपेनोलामीन, टक 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 आएगा. So the computational is going to become very, very easy. So we should know how to use a tool. What are the principles of using the tool? Okay, and then you can easily manage things. So therefore, I always tell pharmacist, now you will say why we should do that. Why? See, remember, I had told you there are so many people who are graduating. Okay, last year तो बहुत सारी कंपनियां भी कम हो गई, तो जॉब भी कम हो गए. Whether it's a research or whatever, clinical trials or wherever you want to go, production and all. तो क्या है, एक तो जॉब मिलना मुश्किल है, जॉब मिला तो जॉब की सैलरी मिलना मुश्किल है. आई टेक इंटरव्यूज ऑफ एमफार्म एज एन एक्सटर्नल एग्जामिनर. आफ्टर डूइंग एमफार्म आल्सो दे डोंट गेट 2.5 lakhs. Now when some fees are there, people charge 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, simply learn great learning. Pharma College of Pharmacy charges 40,000. They give scholarship to needy students and all, but then people tell me, sir, why should I spend so much money? I tell students, remember, it is your risk-taking ability. If you do this course and if you are in topper and you love and you know how to do that, then the starting salary itself will be 3 lakhs and not 2 lakhs for you. The job you will get very faster. Not only that, after 2 years, a person who is just done a B Farm, his salary will be only 2 lakhs se zyada 3 lakh, 3.5 lakh jayega. If you are in data analytics, after 2 years, your salary might be 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs also. So I'm not joking. These are the truth. And you can just browse LinkedIn, data analytics ka salary kitna hai. You can just browse naukri.com or any Google. You will come to know. Because I am a person who will talk with data. I don't talk something of opinion. At the end, I will show you the slides, okay, the graphs, so that you will get convinced. So, of data scientists or data analytics, what is the difference? Data analytics, even if you know computer, like you know Excel and you know your pharmacy, still you can be a better data analytics person. So Excel with analytics is our course which we offer for colleges. So your college has to decide. So if college does the course for you, so minimum in a college. So if in a college there are 20 students, then we do a course for the college. Okay. So that is what we do. We are done in various colleges also. So that is the basic thing. And if you know statistics also, if you have knowledge of statistics, you become a data scientist. So data scientist knows coding also, computer also, mathematics also, statistics also, modeling also. But I will tell you, if you really want to go beyond this, means it is data science, but if you want to go beyond this, you need to know inciting. Now you see, it is very difficult to read inciting here, which I have seen in the left-hand side column. So inciting is not that easy, but after you look at the data, you should see the trend, which Firoz sir told you, you should identify the pattern, what is happening. Kab upar jata hai, kab niche aata hai. All of us do that, yeah. Our best friend, we want to have a friendship with, then you study which time they come down, which bus they go by, which train they go by, and you start matching your things with that. So pattern study करते हो आप, एक दिन नहीं, 4-5 दिन identify करते हो, फिर देखते हो क्या pattern है. Same thing inciting का है. You find out a pattern and then do that. This is what will happen if this happens. Not only that, then there is a storytelling also. That how to tell whatever I've understood from the data, how to communicate to the person, because they don't know data analytics. They are technical people. So marketing वाले को marketing language में कैसा बोलने का, clinical trial वाले को clinical language में कैसा बोलने का, HR वाले को HR language में कैसा बोलने का. That is what is storytelling. So these are also subjective things which you need to learn apart from after doing this course. So the course which we teach, which is with IP, MSB and Mammogram Pharmacy, okay, we teach basically math science side, business domain and computer science. Inciting and storytelling you learn through the experience, okay. And these are the salaries which are offered in healthcare industry in data analytics. If there are 2 years of experience, okay, it is 11.8 lakhs per annum. And this data which I'm sharing with you is from Bennett Coleman and Company Limited. It is not copyright, it is in the public domain, and that's the reason I'm sharing this data with you. This BFSI means banking and finance. Manufacturing is manufacturing production. So healthcare का थोड़ा part manufacturing में भी है, थोड़ा part e-commerce में भी है. Netmeds है, Palm Easy है. All these are what? Using e-commerce sites which are doing like Amazon. Okay. So there also our slightly is limited. So these are the 3-4 areas where a pharmacist can, if they know the proper data analytics, they can go. And within 3-4 years, they can use this much of a salary, average salary. Some companies still give better. If you are a far better person, they will give you far better. If you are not good, you will get lesser also. So these are the salaries in the industry. When I'm talking about big data, there are 4 big V's. Huge volume of data. Just now I told you terabytes. तो इतना वॉल्यूम का डेटा रहता है, टेराबाइट. तुम पढ़ने को बैठोगे तो भी 1 साल में कुछ नहीं, ये 1 minute you have to take a decision, 1 साल तो डेटा पढ़ते रहोगे. Then there is a variety of data. Variety meaning what? Some data which is in numbers, some data is properly arranged in columns, some are just numbers here and there, some are unstructured, whether it is true, false, name. These are all subjective data, unstructured, or they can be semi-structured data. So data can be of variety. That is again is a problem of big data. Velocity. Today the data is coming in such, before you know, the next second the new data comes. कितना COVID का patient है, ये how many steps you have walked, what is your BP, कुछ भी देखो, हर एक minute में huge data is real time data, we call that. And moreover, the data needs to be validated. Reliability. Whether I'm collecting the data, whether it is right or wrong. अभी आप देखते हो ना कि भाई डायबिटीज का तुम मशीन लाके घर पे करते हो, then you say नहीं ये reliable नहीं है, let me go to the lab and then do it. So reliability of data has to be there, whichever data you collect. That is what is this 4 big V. So remember, big data means nothing. It is a data, but it has a high volume, it has a high variety, it has a high velocity, it has high veracity. तो 4 भी ध्यान में रखने का. अगर कभी इंटरव्यू में गया कुछ मालूम नहीं है तो आंसर देने के लिए काम आता है. Now, remember one thing, data is converted into information if you give it some context. Okay, कि भाई the data तो खाली नंबर है, इधर उधर नंबर गिरे, but you say कि ये डेटा जो है, अगर तुम महाराष्ट्र में देखोगे तो ऐसा है, एमपी में देखोगे तो ऐसा है, दिल्ली में देखोगे तो ऐसा है. So you are giving a context of region to that, and it becomes information. ये कॉलेज में से 20% लोग पास होते हैं, इधर से 50% होते हैं, इधर से 80% होते हैं. तो डेटा था 80%, उसको तुम एक कंटेक्स्ट दिया कि पासिंग, तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन बन गई, बिकॉज दैट इज नाउ स्ट्रक्चर्ड, ऑर्गेनाइज्ड, एंड इट इज यूजफुल फॉर यू. अगर इंफॉर्मेशन को मैं थोड़ा सा मतलब दे दूं, मीनिंग दे दूं, उसका मतलब पहचान लूं, तो इट बिकम्स नॉलेज. ओके, इफ आई टेल दैट 80% आते हैं, बट देन it is only 70% of the people who get 80% or 20% of the people who get 80%. So majority are still behind in that college. So that becomes your knowledge. Acha, then I should not say this. जैसे हम लोग बात करें data analytics का, I am telling you these are the salaries which are coming. So I have given you some knowledge, so which is useful for you. Then that knowledge you can think of. So now you had a meaning कि मैं अगर पास होता हूँ, मेरा करियर अगर ये होता है, मैं अगर ये करता हूँ, तो मेरे को ये हो सकता है. It is not only a data, it's a knowledge. Okay, and then you can knowledge, थोड़ा सा आपको उसमें डोमेन का नॉलेज है तो इट बिकम्स अ विजडम. अगर तुमको किसी ने बोल दिया कि HbA1c है उसका 8, ओके, इट्स अ सिंपल नंबर, बट यू हैव अ इंफॉर्मेशन ऑलरेडी. HbA1c इज फॉर डायबिटीज, इट इज बेसिकली लास्ट 3 months का. यू ऑल्सो हैव अ नॉलेज दैट उसका 6 के ऊपर रहेगा तो ये डायबिटीज, ये नंबर रहेगा तो ये इतना डायबिटीज सीवियर है, 7 के ऊपर जाएगा तो एकदम है, 10 है तो एकदम एक्सट्रीमली सीवियर है, इंसुलिन चालू करना पड़ेगा. सो दिस नॉलेज यू आर हैविंग, एंड दैट इज द विजडम. सो इफ समबडी कम्स विद अ HbA1c number, okay, glycosylated hemoglobin test, so that number somebody tells you it is 9, you say, oh no, now, because that is your wisdom, with your experience you know that. So this is the difference. Now let me ask you questions, students. I want some answer from you. You can just unmute and tell me, okay, if needed. You can see a bar below. ये bar दिख रहा है आपको? So I'm just trying to tell you what is the difference between the 4. Now I want to know this bar is smaller or longer. ये शॉर्ट है कि लॉन्ग है बार? What do you feel? At least 4th year students can try.
Smaller.
Shaida says smaller. Anybody who does not agree with her?
Longer.
Longer.
अरे दो हो गए longer वाले. Sorry, because there are some
Sir, longer.
longer. Somaya longer.
Sir, compare किससे कर रहे हैं?
Sania, what a good question. Now you are asking for information. You are asking for a context. Very good. So the data, ये खाली data है, तो data का कुछ मतलब नहीं है. Smaller or longer, nobody will know. You can say it is smaller, but smaller means क्या? Longer means क्या? With what you are comparing, right, Sania? You asked that question. So you asked a context. So I am giving you a context now. Okay. Now I am giving you a context. You can see the bar above.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you tell me the same question I am asking, whether the bar below is smaller or longer.
Smaller. Smaller.
Abhi, anybody who wants to say it is longer?
No,
It is
sir.
longer, sir.
Huh? Shahida says longer.
Longer, yes.
Which that bar below is the longer one?
Upper one is longer.
No, I am talking about the bar below. We are talking that bar below wala. Our context is below wala bar.
Smaller, that is
Everybody
smaller.
will say small. Now anybody will not differ. पहले तो differ हो गए थे लोग, बराबर ना? तो जैसा ही तुमको context मिला, तो confirm हो गया सबका. No, इसमें भी मैं एक question आगे पूछता हूँ. If both are of same metal, which is heavier? Bottom one or a top one?
Sir, metal कौन सा use किए हैं बार के?
Same metal.
तो matter करते हैं.
Same
Same
metal.
metal.
हाँ.
Then
Sir,
longer
bottom one. So bottom one will be heavier.
Bottom one will be heavier.
Yes.
Upper
The
one.
longer one, sir, the upper one, because it
Upper
is
one.
same dimension, same length.
अरे upper one की longer one अभी भी तुम लोग divided हो.
Upper one.
Sir, upper
Upper
one.
one
Upper
will
one.
be heavier.
Okay. So
More heavier. Lower.
you had a information that ऊपर वाला लंबा दिखता है, नीचे वाला छोटा दिखता है. But nobody asked me a question. Last time Sani asked me a question. Good. अभी उसका मीनिंग पूछना है किसी ने, उसको मीनिंग देना है पहले. तो उसमें आपको थोड़ा नॉलेज में कन्वर्ट करना है बिफोर यू आंसर. तो थोड़ा लर्निंग लगेगा. नो, आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग विद यू. ये तो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ एक एंगल से बार. नाउ मैं तुमको दूसरा एंगल से दिखाता हूँ. ऊपर का बार वैसा ही है, नीचे का बार थोड़ा मैं टेढ़ा किया तो इतना लंबा है पीछे. यू कैन सी दैट. सो लेंथ वाइज इट इज सेम, बट इट इज हैविंग अ डेप्थ, while upper one is not having a depth.
Yes.
Now I ask you, which is heavier?
Smaller one.
Bottom one. Everybody will tell me bottom one.
Yes, sir.
Because now you have a knowledge, total knowledge, 360 degrees knowledge. ऊपर वाला है 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. नीचे वाला है 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 5 centimeter. Okay. तो but natural, if it is same metal, heavy रहेगा. अभी इसमें wisdom देता हूँ मैं आपको थोड़ा सा. If I want ask you to choose either one of them. Okay, which one will you choose? You have a knowledge. Bottom one is heavier. Bottom one is having this size, this shape. 1 by 1 by 5. ऊपर वाला 1 by 1 by 1. But now if I ask you to choose this, which one will you choose? Top one or a bottom one?
For what purpose? What is the
Top
purpose?
one.
Select on the purpose.
So you
Yes,
good,
sir.
good,
Yes.
excellent. So
Yes,
very
sir.
intelligent students we are having here. So you will ask me what is the purpose, because I am asking you more and more data. मैं जितना आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ, आप मेरे को डेटा पूछ रहे हो, बराबर है? And that is what should happen. That is what is data analytics. So I should know what is the purpose. If it is basically to have a fulcrum or a bar which is going to be used as a fulcrum, then I will use the top one. If it is to be plugged into something, I'll use the top one. But if I want a base for a chair to sit, तो दो वुड के ऊपर रखने का है, I will prefer the bottom one. I will not prefer the top one.
Yes.
Correct. So it all depends on your wisdom, understanding, integrated knowledge. Once you understand that usage, then you do. So are you knowing that what is the importance of data? How you converted a simple data into a wisdom, and that you do for everything. Remember this. It is not you are using for this. Okay. So Aman, you rightly said that it is a purpose which we should know. So, and that is what we said in the beginning, that we should have a problem before you use data analytics to it. You should know what is the problem, what is the purpose, and then only I can give you a solution. Correct. So this is what. So all of you understood data analysis very well now. Extremely good. So let me go to the next slide now. There are 4 types of analytics. Let me tell you that it depends which is the most supreme. Because if you see the bottom side, this is sophistication of solution. Means how sophisticated that is. That is from low to high, and degree of insight. How much depth the insight I can see. That is from left side, bottom to top. So anything which is on right hand side corner at top, okay, that is one of the best. So you see, earlier we had this descriptive analytics, which is gone to diagnostic, which was slightly better in insight, but more better in sophistication. But dono acha hai, it is getting to predictive analytics, and the corner here is prescriptive analytics, which is far, far better. Okay. Now, descriptive analytics is what is reporting. This class has 20 students. You have got 7 marks. The average marks are 20 marks. All these are descriptions. So basically what happened or what is happening, you describe. Okay. कलाकार जो है, आर्टिस्ट जो है वो पेंट करेगा शायद. The person who can speak will speak in them. Somebody who can write will write. You describe. Okay, that is called as descriptive analytics. उसमें से कुछ मालूम होएगा नहीं होएगा गारंटी नहीं है. Okay, but अगर उसको मैं बहुत सारे ऐसा ट्रेंड देखूंगा, okay, then I come to know, yes, basically in winter season you will see the increase in anti-allergic drugs. Okay, in rainy season generally gastric antibiotics are used to. So, cough syrups as soon as the rain starts, then cold and cough syrups start. So all those things you know, because then you know the trend, you know what a period. So description of a period is time series reporting, and that gives you intelligence. Now, okay, that is okay. So you went to a doctor, and I don't know, मेरे को तो लगता है ये कोई data analyst सबसे पहला medical वाला ही रहेगा, अपना pharmacy वाला related to medicine. Because some terms, if you see, they are used in our medical doctor. Descriptive analytics, describe, मैं describe करता हूँ. तो डॉक्टर के पास जैसे आप जाते हो, पेट में इधर दर्द है, इधर ऐसा होता है, इधर मैं कल उठा तो मेरे को थोड़ा चक्कर आया था, अभी थोड़ा वीकनेस लगता है, 2 बार दिन में दिखा रहा है, वही just try to describe your symptoms. तो डॉक्टर क्या करता है, एक काम करो, ये जरा डायग्नोसिस करो, then he will check your hand, he will see your throat. So he does diagnosis. He is trying to find out what is the root cause. Because pain can be due to different reasons. Fever can be due to different reasons. So he tries to diagnose, and that is called as diagnostic analysis. In business terms, we do regression analysis, meaning what? We try to see if these things are happening, okay, then possibly this is the reason. So if you see that the production goes low when there is more of absenteeism during Diwali festival, Ganpati festival, when people go hometown, that is the time the workers are not there. So you know, diagnosis you have done. So therefore you take right precautions, whatever is there. Then well, these are the 2 things why I have इतना अपने industry में आज तक तो इतना use हो रहा है. As an analyst, if you know predictive analytics, you are hired first. ये तो कोई भी करता है, diagnostic descriptive. Basically diagnosis में भी जरा difficult रहता है. It is business intelligence जो है वो diagnostic analysis है. So somebody go, we can take up a question later that what is the difference between data scientist and data analyst. Okay, I do have a slide on that. I am not taking it right away because it is too early, but still at the end I will certainly take this question up. Okay, then predictive analytics. So what is predictive? So I predict what is going to happen. So when the doctor says, examines to you, ये बोलता है नहीं, predict करते हैं कैंसर हुआ है, अगर तुम अभी सर्जरी करोगे तो तुम्हारा 10 साल और जियोगे, नहीं करोगे तो फिर मैं कीमोथेरेपी करूंगा तो तुम्हारा 3-4 साल हो जाएगा, अगर नहीं करोगे कुछ भी तो 2 साल में. Similarly, he will tell you, you have a cardiac problem. अगर मैं ये करूं तो तुम्हारा सब ठीक हो जाएगा, next 10 years में. Arthritis है, मैं तुम्हारा TKR करूंगा, replacement, you will not have problem. So he is predicting, if I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. So it is an outcome. So that is basically machine learning. Okay, that is basically a machine learning which we do. So we put in the algorithm. We say कि इतना past में ऐसा होता था, तो इतना लोगों का TKR हुआ, इतना लोगों का TKR ये एज ग्रुप में हुआ, ये एज ग्रुप के TKR वाला इतना उनको 10 साल कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ, and that I offer the data to the patient. The patient can decide. So that is predictive, and that is where you are paid a lot. Business intelligence means what? तुम पीछे देखते हो कि इतना इतना हुआ, इसका ये कारण, you diagnose and give that reason. So उधर तक आज अपने इंडस्ट्री में बहुत यूज होता है. There are too many people in MIS who do this business intelligence. Okay, but there is anybody who will tell you कि नहीं अभी ऐसा हो रहा है तो मेरा नेक्स्ट ईयर का सेल इतना होगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर का सेल इतना होगा, या मेरा नेक्स्ट ईयर इतने न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स मेरे को R&D से मिलेंगे, या क्लिनिकल ट्रायल करूंगा तो मेरे हिसाब से इतने इतने लोग पॉजिटिव बोलेंगे, इतने लोग नेगेटिव बोलेंगे. So all this predictive analytics is basically a good study. And for that you need a machine learning approach. You cannot just do it by Excel. Okay. And then, so doctor ने predict करने के बाद, then he asks for a patient. Then there is a prescriptive analytics. So doctor prescribe करते हैं based on your need. तुमको 10 साल जीने का है, और तो अगर कुछ नहीं करते तो तुम्हारा 2 साल जाता था. अभी 10 साल करने के लिए थोड़ा मैं इसमें कुछ हिचकिच करूंगा, इधर सर्जरी करूंगा, कीमोथेरेपी करूंगा, तो तुम्हारा 10 साल. सो तुमको आउटकम क्या चाहिए 10 साल, आउटकम दे ऐसा ऐसा वो बोलेगा. अगर तुम्हारा फ्रैक्चर हुआ है बोलेगा कुछ मैं आउटकम नहीं दे सकता, 6 हफ्ते तुमको बेड पे रहने का तो बेड पे रहने, पर तुमको काम करने का है तो I will make something that I will give you a light plaster, I will do this so you can keep your leg up and then you can go for that. So basically it is more of a brain work. Therefore you will see decision theory, neural networks, all these are brain work. Neural, brain, decision, brain. So these are all brain works, and highest, it is very difficult to get into that deep learning बोलते हैं उसको, prescriptive analytics. Okay. So machine learning के ऊपर deep learning आता है, neural networks आता है, and that is the analytics today which is used. उसके ऊपर भी आजकल काम चालू है, common sense. वो कभी बाद में करूँगा, आज ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं बर्बाद करूँगा उसमें. Okay. But predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics, if you are mastering that, you will get good salaries. Okay. So I will take 10 more minutes. I'll fasten up the discussion. अभी तक बहुत सारा समझ गया रहेगा आपको. And then we will have a discussion that is much more better, because we started at around 3 minutes to 2. So at 2:45 तक मैं सोचता था कि मैं खत्म कर दूं 45 minutes में. So I have just explained you what is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Now the drug research development process, basic research से, clinical studies से, new drug application से, approval से, marketing से, post marketing surveillance पे, सब जगह, right from drug, thinking of bringing a drug to the usage of patient and whether it is used or not, every place data analytics is every place. And I'm telling you, these are the easiest mistakes, but because of data analytics, it is now compressed. एक नया ड्रग लाने को मिनिमम 5 साल लगता है, but you have seen because of data analytics, in 15 months we could get a COVID vaccine. In 15 months, all this process.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. So itna usme dam hai. So this is what is data science characteristics. The first 4, standard reporting, ad hoc reporting, query drill down, alerts, these are all up to your diagnostics, and they are called as business intelligence. You can see. But when you do an analysis of statistics, why the revenue is less, you are finding out what is the predictive, why. What if this continues? What will happen tomorrow? Forecast. What will happen next? Prediction. So all these basically are, and what best can happen? What I can do to avoid this? So these are all predictive and prescriptive analytics. So this is what is the difference. Okay, and if you want to be best, then you should be in these top areas: statistical forecasting, predictive modeling, optimization. Okay, this is called as analytics or data science. Okay, data science. If you see 2016 में क्या था, and 2024 में क्या रहने वाला है? Absolutely 15% growth, which is very huge. And I'm talking only about business intelligence market size. I'm not talking about prescriptive and predictive. So this is going to increase. And majorly this has happened, helped us because in 2020, and this was done earlier graph, अभी 2020 में जो digitalization आ गया, उसकी वजह से I don't think it will be 10.9. It's going to be at least $20 million business. Okay. And the highest thing is going to be clinical analytics. Doctor healthcare analytics or hospital analytics, there is going to be highest growing from 2017 to 2025. There will also financial analytics, profit loss कैसा होता है, operational analytics, manufacturing वगैरह कैसा होता है, तो वो भी grow होने वाले हैं, and huge growth is going to happen. Okay, this is the projected figures, and therefore getting into this data analytics area is going to be a big advantage. And that's why I always tell pharma schools should take up, tell the students that what are the advantages in the industry, what are the courses, what are the costs, so you can upgrade yourself or not, how it will be helpful in pharma and healthcare sector, how digitalization is going to help. So a structured learning program with a hands-on, मीन ऐसा बहुत सारा है, कोर्सेरा वगैरह में कोर्स करते हैं या ग्रेट लर्निंग वगैरह भी 1.5 लाख लेते हैं, लेकिन दे शो यू ओनली वीडियो एंड देन यू आर सपोज टू लर्न बाय योरसेल्फ. I don't believe in that. I believe in a structured learning. तुमको कोई सिखाएगा एक पर्टिकुलर पीरियड में, इतने में 4 साल में तुमको मालूम है तुम बीफाम होगा, 4 साल में बीफाम होगा अगर पढ़ाई करेगा. And this is used in various aspects. Okay, I can come down to these aspects later on. Marketing, sales, yes, data is used. Customer analysis. कौन सा कस्टमर कल क्या बाय करेगा, लाइव बाय करेगा, लीगल बाय करेगा, लक्स बाय करेगा, क्या बाय करेगा. All those things can be predicted. Okay, provided you have a data. Clinical trials. Now, if I want a patient, कि भाई मेरे को पेशेंट चाहिए which I have to do analysis for a say antacid. So antacid का पेशेंट अगर चाहिए, because you know that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trial. Phase 3 trials are basically more with the patients. So you need the person with a disorder of the disease. तो कहाँ मिलेगा मेरे को acidity का पेशेंट? Analytics tells me, स्टडी किया करके बोलता हूँ, you go to AP, you go to UP, okay, and you will get maximum such patients. If I am having an anxiety drug, मेरे उसके लिए मेरे को पेशेंट चाहिए, so I can go into Kerala, I can go to West Bengal, Calcutta, I will get many patients there. So I have a data through which I can tell you this, and this is what helps. So I am talking about a big thing now. Even if you are a smaller thing, कि मेरे को भाई इंसुलिन पेशेंट्स कहाँ इंसुलिन का ट्रायल करना है तो कहाँ से पेशेंट, तो ये भी तुमको ज्योग्राफी मिलेगा. There are it's very rare disorders that also you can really find out from Facebook scraping or data scraping. Okay, patient, what he is speaking about your molecule, whether it's helping, whether the treatment is helping him or not, all those things can be for profit data. Research and drug discovery. आज क्यों अपना कोविड इतना फटाफट आया? Because we had SARS vaccine earlier, and we had various vaccine and structures of vaccine. We had a structure of the virus also, we had a structure of the vaccines also. So we tried to match with the structure. ये structure है तो ये कौन सा होएगा? तो they know that the structure is near to SARS. तो SARS का ये कौन सा drug है? उसके लिए ये structure में क्या difference है करके मैं उसमें क्या modify करना चाहिए? All those things I knew, and within the thing which I would have done a trial and error method would have taken 2 years, I could do that in 2 weeks time. Okay, कि कौन सा molecule tentatively, and then on that molecule I start my work. So मेरा 2 साल उधर ही बच जाता है. And then operations and logistics, that किधर मेरा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए, किधर भेजने का है, किधर अवेलेबल कितना होना चाहिए. ओके, इधर ये ज्यादा पेशेंट्स है तो उधर ज्यादा अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. ये न्यू ड्रग है तो शायद इधर मेट्रो में ज्यादा चलता है तो मेट्रो सिटीज में ज्यादा होना चाहिए. सो ऑल दोस थिंग्स इज डन विद हेल्थ केयर. So whether it's sales and marketing, whether it's the targeted marketing, predictive analytics, sophisticated sales, customer mapping, whether it's hospital healthcare, meaning in the hospital also to teach the what you say doctors how to deal with the patients. So there also all the doctors का feedback वगैरह सब लिया जाता है, and then the doctors are being trained also in that communication pattern. अभी स्कैन है, स्कैन ऐसा देख के एक्सरे देखते हो या तुम बहुत सारा तुम्हारा 2D डॉपलर वगैरह जो भी करते हो एको एंड ऑल, तो it is very difficult, but the data analytics can run on that and give a printout to you कि ये ECG में ये है. It is very accurate. The human mind might forget to see one area, but machine does not forget to see that area. So scans का report भी फटाफट आएगा. Outbreaks, now you have seen in COVID कि मेरा किधर ज्यादा होने वाला है, किधर कम होने वाला है. All those things are easily predicted, and therefore those areas are contended or closed or whatever is to be done. Okay. Similarly, in Apollo Hospital, healthcare, big data analytics is very much used. Prediction infection recovery. In a hospital, 500 bed hospital, there are various wards, but they study the past data. ये वार्ड में अगर आता है पेशेंट तो उसको स्टाफ का डिसऑर्डर ज्यादा होता है, ये वार्ड में आया तो उसको ई कोलाई का ज्यादा इन्फेक्शन होता है. So over the period they come to know. So as soon as the patient comes, I know that is what, because hospital is full of bacteria. See, hospital is not a pure area. Though people try to take it clean, it is huge density of bacteria. So try to avoid to go to hospitals as much as possible unless it is needed. So ये वार्ड में अगर मेरे को मालूम है ये पेशेंट को ये इन्फेक्शन होते हैं, बिकॉज इधर है मोस्ट ऑफ द पेशेंट्स विल हैव दैट, कफ करेंगे ये करेंगे तो वो आता ही है. पहले से उसको स्टाफ वॉरियर्स का एक आध कोर्स दे दो, एंटीबायोटिक दे दो, सो दैट यू कैन predict the infection, you can start taking care. You can also through AI and Internet of Things, you can try to predict the length. Maybe ये मेरा पेशेंट आया, इसका ये फ्रैक्चर हुआ है, वो मेरे को 6 वीक्स रहेगा. ये पेशेंट है, उसको ये भी कॉम्प्लिकेशन है, डायबिटीज भी है, तो शायद वो 8 वीक्स रहेगा. ये पेशेंट है, इसको इतना से हुआ है तो वो शायद 5 दिन में चला जाएगा. So with the help of my data analytics, I can predict that, so that whenever a patient gets admitted, आज मैं आके ऐसा देखता नहीं हूँ बेड कितना खाली है, मैंने डेटा से देखता हूँ कि आज मेरा इतना बेड खाली होने वाला है, because I know it's going to happen because of data analytics. And then I say, okay, we are admitting you, come tomorrow. So tomorrow there is a bed vacant for it. So I don't refuse a patient. So all these things are helping for businesses, and the whole data analysis is used for business, and that's why data analytics are paid more. Patient follow-up है, मेरे जैसे एजेंसी है, Navigo Analytics है, IQ है, SMSR है, ORGIMS है, TCS है, IBM है. These are various. They help the corporates and various firms so that they can increase their profitability. Okay. And based on your knowledge, where you can do, if you love statistics, if you love going up and talking to people, you are outward, or is a programming, कि IT वाला तुमको अच्छा लगता है नहीं अच्छा लगता है. Can somebody be silent mode? Okay, thank you. So you decide. You can see the graph. You can take a photograph if you need. You decide. तुमको statistics अच्छा लगता है, it is high, then you can go for data analysis, healthcare analysis. तुमको पर्सनल इंटरेक्शन ज्यादा लगता है, लोगों के साथ बात करके इंफॉर्मेशन निकालने का वगैरह, देन द बेटर वे इज मैनेजमेंट एनालिस्ट और बिजनेस एनालिस्ट. ओके, बिजनेस इंटेलिजेंस के लिए जा सकते हो. यू फील मेरा प्रोग्रामिंग बहुत अच्छा है, देन आई कैन बिकम अ डेटा एनालिस्ट और आई कैन बिकम अ साइबर सिक्योरिटी एक्सपर्ट बिकॉज इट नीड्स लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग. ओके, बट एट द सेम टाइम डेटा एनालिस्ट, हेल्थ केयर एनालिसिस विद मीडियम प्रोग्रामिंग आई कैन गो अहेड. And if I don't not at all interested in programming, then I should go to management analysis. इसमें programming ज़्यादा लगता नहीं. I should know the tools, Excel and all, and that's more than enough. Okay. So this will tell you that your skill set where you should do. There various business analytics are there. Okay, data analytics में बहुत सारा चीज रह सकता है. In fact, Novartis is using it for drug discovery, commercial analysis, precision medicine, and this is the first company it started data analysis in 2012. Today they are at least having 500 data scientists. Okay, in their Hyderabad area. Okay, उतना है उनके पास. There are various companies like Roche, Bayer, GSK, Pfizer, AbbVie, Sanofi. Now these all companies tie up with different companies. Foundation Medicine, Ovigin, Synapse, JNS Healthcare. ये सब data analytics company है, Red Wave. Okay, and they are helping them here. That is what is happening. India में Abbott है, Cipla है, Reddy's. They have started. Alkem and Eris. These are companies where I have seen that they have started. They have created a chatbots for the field force, and their business has increased. Cipla is almost using everywhere. Okay, and Alkem also nowadays has started using most of the places. So these are the areas where these people use data analytics, intensive analytics, so that they can increase. There are also companies in India which help these pharma companies like Fractal. So if you have become a data analyst, you can get directly a job with the pharma company, or you can get into consultants. PwC, IQVIA, Accenture, Extria, TCS. ऐसे बहुत सारी कंपनियां हैं जो हायर करती है. I am talking these are top companies. You will not get into top companies immediately. तुमको 2-4 साल का experience. These all companies will ask for experience. So there are 500 companies in Bombay and Pune, okay, who are servicing pharma companies, small companies, 50 crore, 100 crore companies are there. So enter that, get your knowledge, get learning, and then go ahead and work for a bigger company. Huge job opportunities, as I told you. They particularly Cognizant is hiring candidates, junior data analysts. They ask they should be having a pharmaceutical science ka background. Senior associate healthcare analytics. They ask healthcare person I want. Okay, pyramidal data scientists or senior data scientists they want. They are talking about what should they have a idea. So such as healthcare, life science ka usko domain knowledge hona chahiye. They are liking this. They are writing this nowadays. Abbott is hiring. Okay, Novartis is hiring. So Dr. Reddy's is hiring. So many companies put up their jobs. And these I have just collected from the social media. Right? This particular thing I had given in details because if you see the roles and responsibilities, it is purely what we teach in the course. Okay, and this is done by Pfizer, Chennai. Now let me tell you, they are not getting a good person for last 3 months. Okay, they got 5 applicants, they rejected them. Similarly, you go to Naukri.com, you will see and see the pay scale. If a person of median experience, okay, he will get 16 lakhs senior data scientist. Okay, Glassdoor, if you go to that site and check, 12 lakhs to 2.6 is 26 lakhs. Ambition box, you go to that website, you will see 12 lakhs to 24 lakhs per year. So this is what salaries these companies are offering. Okay, same thing. So business intelligence is I look into the rear view mirror, while data analytics is I look ahead. कि मेरे को ये ट्रक दिख रहा है, वो ट्रक के आगे भी क्या है ये भी मेरे को मालूम होना चाहिए, and that is what data science will help you tell. And data इतना जमा हो रहा है अपना सबके पास, so I will not be surprised in 2025 if you order for a cheese bus large size pizza, आपको कॉल सेंटर से वो डेटा तुम्हारा एनालाइज करके आएगा तुरंत, सर योर रिटेल ट्रांजैक्शन शोज दैट यू ऑलरेडी कंज्यूम 2 pounds ऑफ चीज दिस वीक। हाँ, क्योंकि आपने बाय किया वो। योर हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड शोज यू आर हैविंग हाई कोलेस्टेरॉल। योर फेसबुक शोज दैट यू आर 50 years and your insurance premium is increased last year. So avoid cheese, have a red pasta instead. इतना अपने को ये डेटा डोमिनेट कर सकता है, ध्यान में रखो। I am jokingly telling you, but this can be a truth also one day. So these are the difference between formal training and do-it-yourself training. Formal training is what we offer in the course. So this is the course of Bombay College of Pharmacy, just starting on 2nd February. If somebody wants to join, the course fee is 40,000. Bombay College of Pharmacy, depending on your marks, gives you a scholarship of 8,000 to 14,000 to 15,000 rupees. Okay, and you can pay that fees. And this is a 3 months course, which is weekly, 4 days, Monday to Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 to 9:30, and Saturday morning. Okay, it does not clash with company or classes, and you can do that course. Okay, we already have 10 students in our batch, which we are starting, and generally we don't take more than 10 students. Okay, so if somebody wants to apply, they can apply to this course. Thank you very much. Now I'm open to the questions, whatever you're asking. I know Gaurav had one question, but still, anybody has any questions, I would request if you can just take a photograph, so you can send me an email, or you can keep down my mobile, talk to me on WhatsApp, or you can connect me with on LinkedIn. And in LinkedIn, I share many opportunities, and there is a Telegram channel for our alumni members, so where I keep on posting a lot of jobs which are there in the industry for data analytics. Okay, so be in touch with me for your progress in your career. Those who are ambitious, those who want to run of the mill, no, I don't have anything to say for that. I will take a question.